I'm Ashleigh Wright, and today I wanted to talk to you about Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is one of the loveliest places to visit. In San Jose, there are tons of things to do. There's even a walking tour around the entire city, and it has tons of buildings. They're about 200 years old now. They are so pretty to look at, and there's some even older than that. One of my favorites is in San Juan, and it is actually a historical building. It's a church. When the British were coming into Puerto Rico, they were quite a bit bigger than the Puerto Rican army, and they intended to absolutely demolish this beautiful city. So the night before they came, the priest lit candles inside the church, and in the windows of it, all the British could see were the candles, and they just assumed that the Puerto Ricans had already gotten back up and that they were not going to need anything. And so the British didn't want to fight because they didn't want to have so many people against them. So they went on and they avoided that fight, and they avoided the demolishing of this nice historical city. La Fortaleza is a governor's mansion. It is the oldest in the Western Hemisphere. It's actually very large, and it's one of the prettier things to look at when you go on this tour. There's excursions on all of the beaches. There's scuba diving, there's hiking on the cliffs, there's water skiing, and there's boat tours, which are very cool to look at because there's so many different kinds of fish and things there that we really don't have in America, so it's definitely something to look into. The food there is very, very good. They have tons of seafood. It's all fresh. It's not like it's flown in from California to Texas like we have here. It's really, really good. It's crab, fish, there's shrimp, there's all kinds of seafood. But on the side, they don't have French fries. They don't have everything that we have as junk food. They have yucca, which is a starchy food. It's like fries, but it's a little tougher. It comes in a plant, actually. There's also plantains, which are like starchy potatoes. They grow above the ground also. And there's chayote, which are like avocados, and they're very mushy inside. They're also green, like avocados are. And Kendall Cronstrom was one of the people that I read about in this project, and she absolutely adored the people over there. She said they gave kissy hellos. They were very genuine. They were just a joy to be around. And she said that they are just the most fun people to see, and that is why I would really love to visit this place. It's really a good place to visit. Luis Munoz Marin was one of the people that was born there a while ago, and he was the one that said, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for one meal, but if you teach a man to fish, he will have meals for the rest of his life. He worked with the Americans. He actually worked with Roosevelt, and he brought in food, he brought in teachers, he helped Roosevelt to kind of civilize the country a little bit more, taught them how to fish, how to do other things, and this is why it's such a good place to learn about. It's so historical, and living here we don't ever see that as much, so it was really a good place to learn about.